All right, so today we got a pull workout going down. Master Roshi acclimation phase. And today's a later workout. It's not a fasted workout. I actually just ate some oatmeal and drank a collagen protein shake like 20 minutes ago. Reason being is we had a doctor's appointment. We had Sandra's 20-week ultrasound. So this would typically be the ultrasound where you find out if it's a boy or girl. Because we're so excited and we didn't want to wait, like we did with Akame, we decided to get the blood test. So we already know, as you guys know, it's a boy. But yeah, this was our first time seeing him and stuff on the MRI machine, even though the MRI machine, like the place we went to for Akame's scan, like you could see everything. It looked great. This place we went to the MRI, it looked horrible. Like, yeah, it's okay though. Doctor said everything's healthy, everything's looking good. He was moving a lot, so she was able to see everything, his spine and everything. For Akame, we actually had to come, or Sandra had to come back a second time for a second MRI just because they couldn't see Akame's spine because she was like flipped one way and didn't want to roll over for the scan. So, yeah, but a little stressful because, you know, you're just hoping that everything's good and baby's healthy. And yeah, really, that's all that matters. So anyways, back to the workout. So got a few new exercises we're doing today. With this new meso, I tried to add in a lot of the workouts that I just really like, you know, or new ones that I wanted to try as well. Like the band assisted incline bench that I did yesterday. Yeah, not yesterday. The day before yesterday. Never done that before. Well, I did do it before, but I've never ran like a training cycle with it. And it feels damn good. And I'm super excited to run this training cycle with it. And yeah, I just have a lot of new exercises. And that's what really makes training fun, you know? Is alternating exercises, getting strong as fuck at them, and making progress. And I spent so damn long on this meso. Like I must have changed it at least 10 times. Like just going through the exercises, even going through the old meso, looking at what body parts it focused on a lot and what body parts I want to kind of add in more. Like the second meso has a little bit more traps. As you guys saw, we had the kelso shrugs and stuff. I didn't have any shrugs in the last meso just because traps were getting hit a lot of times on the secondary muscle. But we're hitting them a little bit more in this meso. And it's just all about balancing everything, making sure the workout flows, making sure, yeah, outside the exercises, the intensity isn't too high where you're not going to be able to recover. And it's just about balancing everything. And that's what it comes down to. And also, what I need to understand is there's no perfect program. There's no perfect meso. You know, the perfect program is the one that you can stay consistent to, that you can have fun with, that you're going to stay away from injury, and that you can make progress on. And that's all that matters, you know? But yeah, regardless, I spent a crap ton of time on them. But it also makes it more exciting for me because I spent so much time on it. And once everything kind of comes into play and I start doing everything, like I just get even more excited to even, you know, to do the workouts and stuff. If that makes sense. But sipping on some boba tea protein, lychee. I am taking the high stim break for this whole Master Roshi acclimation phase. I'm gonna take the high stim break Excuse me. But I will be taking the regular stim pre-workout. But yeah, pretty much all warmed up. Let's get going. Okay, so first exercise we got is a chest supported row. So instead of doing the high and wide upper back bias, we're doing a mid back slash lat bias. So the elbows are going to be coming back at a 45-degree angle. And to be honest, like chest supported rows are going to be the GOAT for building back for a while. Like I used to do penne rows a lot and stuff like that. However, like it's just not as stable of a movement. Like yeah, it's great if you're trying to work your thoracic extension and stuff as well. However, if your goal is strictly building your back, you want, you know, the most stable movements that don't put a lot of pressure on your lower back and things like that, and you can't really swing into them. Like yes, you can swing doing this kind of chest support row as well. However, I'm trying to keep it to a minimum. And even like the other chest support row I do at the gym, the one with the moving handles and stuff, that's a really good one. T-bar rows. And yeah, you can even do this off a bench as well. But I'm honestly too lazy to set up lighter dumbbells. So we're just gonna do these for as many as we can. But I'm gonna leave like 3 to 4 reps in the tank, so we'll see how much. And we'll just stop there. So that was probably like an RP 2 to 3, which means I could have got probably 2 or 3 more reps to absolute failure. However, yeah, those felt good. On this pad, those feel a lot better than the upper back rows. Just feels a little bit more natural still. Like still sometimes I like hit the bottom of this, which is a little annoying, which is why I'm trying to roll kind of around it and get a deeper range of motion, which is also why you'll see my chest kind of lift up as well. But no issues on my lower back. Everything feels good. Feel the weight, a lot of it on my lats and my mid back, so it's really what matters. Okay, next exercise we got is neutral grip pull downs. So here I'm not using a super wide handle. It's just maybe slightly wider than shoulder width. But targeting the lats, upper back, rear delts. What was that? So yeah, definitely for this exercise, I'm gonna have to start adding plates to it. But yeah, real simple staple pull down and feels great. Okay, so next we got a cable one arm row. So This is my favorite one arm row variation as of right now, even more so than the dumbbell one arm row that I did in my last meso, or we did in our last meso. And to be honest, it was kind of a toss up between this and doing this on a bench, which is the most stable way to do this exercise, would be to get an incline bench, put it up here, and just kind of kneel into it and kind of just sink your arm, use the bench to stabilize your arm and your body, and then roll like that. However, I felt like you couldn't get the same range of motion, the same stretch, and it just didn't feel as good. So this is honestly my favorite way to do it. Do you need a platform? In my opinion, yes, because it changes the angle of the movement, makes it more stable, because I can rest this side of my body and brace like this. If I did this flat on the ground, it'd be kind of hard to brace. And see, look how I kind of lose that tension at the bottom because it's not like, because I'm not as high up. I can't bring my body as vertical as possible. So yeah, this is my favorite way, and really easy on your lower back. Get a crazy contraction in your lats, and yeah, I love this exercise. This is probably an exercise I'm gonna be doing for a very long time. Yeah, and another reason I like doing it standing as well is I can kind of turn into it as I get that stretch in my lat. Whereas if I had the bench in front of me, it'd be kind of hard because the bench would be blocking my shoulder or my arm a little bit more. It just wouldn't feel as natural. Whereas this one, I can just naturally just turn my body slightly and pull it back out. Also, I take that back. Another good variation is the kneeling behind the bench. So at the gym, you have the rowing area where you typically see people do their close grip rows, their low rows. What you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of stand behind the bench and then use the bench to brace. And then from there, you can do your one arm rows from there as well, which is probably a more stable exercise, if I'm being honest. Slightly different angle, but another very good one that I really like. Obviously, I don't have that machine here, so I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, so next exercise is cable pullovers. This is easily my favorite way to hit the lats, like in the pullover style. Better than any of the machines I've tried, and especially dumbbells, because that fatigues the crap out of your triceps as well. And yeah, this is just my favorite, which is why I kept it in this meso as well. And it's just so stable when you do it seated as well. Okay, and the last exercise, we have hammer preacher curls. Preacher curls is an exercise that, I don't know, when I first started lifting, I hated doing. I don't know, just didn't feel right. But I don't know, I put regular preacher curls in the last meso. I love them. Loved how strict and yeah, just how it felt on your bicep as well. So hammers, I think, feel even better than the regular ones. So definitely think there's a little bit less range of motion versus doing them, doing normal preacher curls, especially on this kind of bench. So I don't know. I still want to play around with it. Like those felt good, but I think it could be better. If I put this bench up at a higher incline, it does make it a little weirder because I have to get up higher and I'm just not as stable where, I'm not tall enough to put my feet flat on the ground. So I don't know, just want to play with it. I also was playing with it using like the rolling pads from the leg extension attachment over here and just shoving my elbow into that. So I don't know, we'll see. I'll play around with it some more. However, feels really good doing it like this. I just feel like I could get a little bit extra range of motion that would make it even better. And that's all lifting is lifting is just going through the motions and figuring out how to make things better, how to make, little tweaks you can do to your form to make the lift better, to make you stronger, to make you progress further, get a little bit more extra stretch in that, grab a little bit more muscle fibers, that kind of thing. Make the exercise a little bit safer, make it feel better. And that's all it is, it's just not going through the motions, it's going through the motions and thinking about what the hell you're doing, how can I make this better, how does my form feel, does it feel better if I come lean more to one side, or does it feel best when I just lean straight on it? What happens if I put the, incline rate a little bit higher, put it up here, and come up here? And that's something I could try, yeah, it's not as stable, but I do get a little bit full range, full range of motion is like this, my arm can't really go past this, So, I don't know, I'll continue to play around with it. I got a ton of tutorial videos to still film. Kami's sleeping because she took a really late nap because we're out all day. So, yeah, we'll get to that. And, yeah, pretty boring workout. For this whole Master Roshi phase, the workout's going to be pretty boring just because we're just acclimating and deloading at the same time. So, yep, I'll see you guys next one.